everyone is just so passionate about this, and they want to teach us everything that they know, which is incredible. I feel very blessed to learn from the greats.
Kind of going off that, a question we like to ask everyone that comes on the show, give us your dream match, past superstar, current superstar. You can pick more than one if you want, but if you could pick any match that you got to wrestle, who would it be again?
Oh, gosh, there's so many. I'm a big fan of the Bella Twins. And seeing as though Nikki's got the championship, I'd love to have a match with her. Paige as well. She's a very talented wrestler. I'd love to have a match with her. The list goes on. Okay.
Now you had said before that you had wanted Amanda and Josh to win the competition, but who do you think is actually going to win? Are you still holding on to Amanda or Josh? And who you hope to win? And who you think are going to win? Or is that any different?
Yeah, definitely different. I hope that Josh and Amanda win. I feel they deserve it most. But who I think will win is very different. I think that Sarah and Zizi are going to take the win based on their fan votes. They've got a huge following, and if the way that the competition is set up, it's all about the votes, So hopefully people are able to see differently, but I think Sarah and Zizi will win it.
Right, we had often, I think, said that the only way that Zizi was going to be eliminated is he was in the bottom three and the two other competitors were to be saved. Leaving Zizi the only vulnerable one would probably have been the only way that he would have gotten eliminated. Again, it's kind of a bum deal. Now there's no judges with enough saves left to do that. So we kind of agree with that's going to be the outcome of Tough Enough.
Yes, that's definitely what I think is going to happen. But everyone get behind Amanda and Josh, please.
Yeah. Now, what are your plans for the immediate future? Do you have any interest in joining any of the independent wrestling companies that are in Australia, or are you, full speed ahead, focused on getting to the Performance Center and making it into the WWE?
Definitely, I'm focused on that. Obviously, my goal is to get a contract with NXT and be back in Florida at the Performance Center. But right now, my plan straight away is to get back into my training program, and then I've contacted someone in Brisbane who's going to teach me everything he knows. I'm going to get some one-on-one sessions 2 to 3 times a week, pick up where we left off at the Performance Center. So I'll keep on training and learning and see what I can do. I've got some amazing contacts now, so I'm hoping to be back in America sometime soon.
Yeah, that is great. Is there anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to say to your huge fan following before we let you go?
Oh, my gosh. Thank you, everyone. Throughout the whole competition, but especially since I've left, the love and the support I have had come through is been insane. And I just really appreciate all the messages that are coming through. I try to respond to everyone as best I can, but as you can imagine, there's lots to filter through. But I just want everyone to know that I see every message, and I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting me, and I'm going to do you proud. I'll be back soon, so have no fear.
That's awesome. Just let us know and everybody know that isn't following you, and it, you have such a huge following. It's hard to believe that people aren't, but let people know where they can follow you on social media so that they can keep track of your journey moving forward.
Definitely. So I'm on Twitter at Tough Georgia. And my name's spelled a bit funny. It's Giorgia. I'm on Instagram, Giorgia_Piscina. I'm on Facebook, Giorgia Piscina. I'm on Snapchat, Giorgia_Piscina. But most importantly, I've started up this Periscope thing. I'm going to be doing that quite regularly so that everyone can keep up to date with the life of Gigi back in Australia. So follow me on Periscope, which is Giorgia Piscina. I'd love to speak with you all there.
That's great. We have had a blast getting a chance to talk to you, and you seem like such a genuinely nice person. We wish you nothing but the best, and we hope that we see you in NXT. Absolutely. We hope to see you in NXT sooner than later.
Of course. I hope to see you all soon, too. Thank you for your time. It's been wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Georgia. We appreciate that as well.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks
again. Take care.
Bye.
So again, thank you to Georgia for that interview. It was absolutely a pleasure for us, an honor for us, and again, we wish her nothing but the best.
You know what I love about these Tough Enough interviews is we haven't met anybody who's discouraged from the outcome of being eliminated from Tough Enough. They've all said, I mean, going back to Daria when we had her on the show, and Patrick and Chelsea, that it's in their blood now that they want to continue the path of professional wrestling heading down. And whether it's a local independent company or the local training grounds or somewhere, in Australia to teach what they know, that everybody seems really motivated coming out of Tough Enough, that they've given a taste, and it's something that they truly do want, that they're not swayed, I'm just not going to follow my dream anymore, that these people are still going to go out there and really follow what they want to do.
Right, and for me, I think, the takeaway from all of these interviews is this is our fourth one now. We had Daria, Patrick, Chelsea, and now Georgia. None of their stories, none of their experiences were exactly the same. I love hearing the variety in what they took away and the things they learned and their perspective on the whole process. And really, it's been great. Matt, any more thoughts on the interview?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to hear, their experiences in this, because it's not something that the three of us will ever get a chance to do. So to hear what it's kind of like for them going in, the whole process, especially someone from Australia, the auditions and whatnot, I thought that was awesome. And, like you guys have said, there's no discouragement. The dream remains the same for everyone that was involved. It's unfortunate that the voting isn't working out the way it should, but it's good to know that hasn't, affected anyone that has been voted off.
Yeah, so let's we're going to pause for our break here. On the other side, we're going to recap this weekend's Lancaster Championship Wrestling Keystone Cup event here from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and maybe look into some WWE stories that have happened between Thursday night on our normal podcast until tonight. So stay tuned. Other side of the break here on ngscsports.com.
Are you looking for a better and healthier pick-me-up during your day or before energy drink a try? Neon provides a boost but without that unwanted crash, and is formulated with natural sugars from 24% fruit juice concentrate, over 100% of 6 essential recommended B vitamins, and caffeine that is produced by natural green tea extract. So get a better boost from Neon Energy Drink today. Go to saradonnafrio.bodybybuy.com and enter promo code 3941356 to place your order.
Welcome back to a special Sunday night podcast 3CT here with ngscsports.com. Jim, Ryan, and Matt here with you, and we are just so thankful we got to have that interview with Georgia from Tough Enough. It was a great interview. She seems, like I said, just seems like such a genuinely nice person. We hope that we one day see her back on the NXT and WWE scene.
I'm going to say it. I loved her accent. Absolutely
Great.
Did.
Oh, yeah.
30 minutes of talking to an Australian accent was fantastic. Very, very sweet girl. Thank you so much for being on the show. We greatly, greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, now this past weekend, the last 2 days, we've been busy. If you follow us on social media, be it our Facebook page, facebook.com/3CountThursday, Twitter and Instagram @3CountThursday, You have seen us posting pictures and videos of our weekend at LCW, the Keystone Cup at the Lancaster host this weekend, annual tag team tournament. Overall, just, before, I know we talked about it a little bit Thursday night, but the concept to me was pretty cool. You get tag teams really from all over it seemed like all over like the Northeast to come to Lancaster and be a part of it.
Yeah, we had teams from Lancaster Championship Wrestling, from the Monster Factory. Great training ground down there, the Monster Factory, from Ring of Honor, Maryland Championship Wrestling. I think there was a few more. I'm so sorry, I'm forgetting them. Plus the special exhibition match, which was just a phenomenally fun match to watch. As wrestling fans, I'm sure we're going to cover it. Really, the tournament, in my opinion, was highlighted by Sudden Impact, which was Patrick Clark, Leo Rush from wrestling out of Maryland Championship Wrestling, and the House of Truth actually was up from Ring of Honor, which was really cool to see those guys too.
I thought
certainly.
Dixon Line was probably my favorite of the tournament. I thought their interaction with the crowd was probably the best. Didn't you think so, Ryan?
Yeah, they were great.
Ryan, give a little bit. One thing I think we like to do here is give a little bit of insight into into our world of wrestling. Now, our pre-show that we do, as we've said every month, we do at 6:30 p.m., half an hour before the LCW shows take place. This month, our fourth man, who was Irish J from the Somewhat Legendary podcast, was on vacation. He was away, and he's the normal ring attendant. Him and his daughter at LCW. So you and I, Ryan and Matt, had to fill in this weekend. And the guys from
I hope we did a decent job. I mean, it was fun.
I think we did it easy. It was absolutely fun. But the guys from Dixon Line, they had a little bit of fun with one Ryan.
They did, and so everybody understands what we do is before the show, like Jim said, at 6:30 we host a pre-show. We run down the card. We get people, insight into the matches. We give our predictions of how things are going to pan out. This was a fantastic show because we recapped everything that happened Friday night. One of the winners Friday night made it into the Saturday bracket for the Keystone Cup. Think like NCAA tournament style thing where you go through till you get the winner. One of the teams were the Dixon Line. They also wrestled out of Maryland Championship Wrestling. And again, we've never ring attended before, but we are now a little bit closer to the show. We're more part of the show. So they were, just giving me a little bit of a hard time about their shirts and how they're really expensive cotton, and I need to take care of them. And I'm like, okay, yep, and I'm just acknowledging it. And then they had a squirt bottle as well with them, so they proceeded to empty out the squirt bottle on my face while I was just waiting for them to hand me the squirt bottle. It's just empty in my face. My glasses got wet. I wiped my glasses off. He stopped for a second and then continued to do it and then just dropped it down. They were clearly the heel team with heel shenanigans to the innocent poor ring attendant. Happened to me be, again, I'm fine with it. It was a lot of fun. So it was nice to just be part of the show at that moment rather than the pre-show or just going in and collecting their gear and dropping it off backstage. Plus, we had to clean up just a shitload of streamers.
Yes. If you never watched Ring of Honor, you may have been a little bit confused when you saw, the streamers at the
it was Battle in the
Beast from the East.
Beast from the East, right? That's a huge thing in Japan too.
Huge thing in Japan. Huge thing in Ring of Honor.
A lot of indie circuits do it around.
Yeah, it's becoming a popular thing along the indie circuits. You throw streamers up into the ring for your favorite wrestlers when they come in the ring. So obviously we have to clear these things out. And there's a couple. The Red Scorpion Mark Hazel, who we had on the show on Thursday night, is probably the biggest fan favorite in LCW.
He's
and
currently their heavyweight champion.
And just streamers galore for the Red Scorpion. I think it took us a couple of minutes to clear those out.
It felt like forever. It felt like shoveling your driveway when it's snowing, and you get done and you look where you started and it's covered with snow again.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. And this tournament style brought up some really good teams. Like I said, the House of Truth was there from Ring of Honor, Jay Diesel, Donovan Dijak, the Sons of Samoa, Manu, formerly of the WWE, part of that team. Sudden Impact, Mark Hazel we already spoke of. In the special main event,